Hi guys, it's Aegis here. So today I'm here to talk about uh, this Aoyagi-san's fan meeting in Hong Kong a couple of weeks ago. I just went into another fan meeting today, which I will be covering that in a little bit. So in this second channel of mine, my focus is on Tokusatsu topic. So Tokusatsu topic. So we are talking about like uh, Ultraman, Kamen Rider, Super Sentai Power Rangers, anything. Focus Godzilla, something like that. I am still working on different topics that I want to go through, but for now, mainly is on the fan meeting stuff. So it happens at the end of July, which for Aoyagi-san, he is very well known as Jugglus Juggler in Ultraman Orb and Ultraman Z or Ultraman Z, right? So I actually also know about him when he started acting in Ultraman Orb, so uh, definitely is a person that I want to meet if he comes to Hong Kong, and he did, right? So very happy for that to happen. So let's talk about the cards that I get signed for, which is the Fusion Monsters set pendant, which I pull it, the secret version, from my own unboxing. So it's a card that I pull myself. So I think it's very worth to just get it signed because I don't get to play Better Spirits that often anymore. Which some part of it is relating to mine, but it's another topic, so I'll just leave it there. And I also asked him to sign on my dark ring, so let's show you guys here. So unfortunately, because it's for the distance, I can only show you this way, but yeah, I did get my box signed, and I am going to get something to protect the sign, hopefully. I bought something that can put on it as a cover, and then I just need to find time to actually do it, and then just put it inside the the brown box when we actually buy this kind of premium Bandai stuff, and then I'll just keep it there, right? So it will be there. So let's talk about the venue. So the venue is kind of in a plaza, in a sort of plaza plus offices type of building, and we just need to take the elevator up in, and then there's a lot of different offices, and there's a spot that kind of just like a big room for you to rent. So I don't exactly know what it is, because it's definitely not a party room, because there's like no entertaining things. Is not exactly an office, because you don't see any kind of desk and chairs that fits like an office, but it's just a big room, right? Probably just a unit that you can rent for holding events. I just assume it like that. So there's the place itself is, I think, is quite big, which is fine. The stage could be a little bit higher because I get prepared to bought a rank of the tickets which is more in front, because I want to actually see him. So pay a little bit more to just get to the front, and for me the experience is great because I was like in the second line of the chairs. But if you are like in way back, I'm not sure how they experience it. But so far, inside the events, I think he did ask if the people from the back can see him. They said yes, so I assume yes. Yeah, so there's basically the venues, and I will put probably MC at the last part, and then talk about the whole events. So first, we just go in, get our ticket scanned, because we use QR code. Some people might just have a physical ticket. I think at least something is get started, and then we go in. There's an area that sells stuff because it is held by Monster King Entertainment, which is also Monster King Toys. It's basically the same Monster King company, which they do have a store in Mongkok selling and pre-ordering like figures, toys, and such, right? So they hold this event, then they also selling some stuff, selling some like photo books of him because he did actually selling one, and then some other toys. You can even get the dark ring that I just showed you. It is There's one available at there, so if anyone who didn't get a chance to buy one, it was a good chance to actually just grab one immediately. Unfortunately, there isn't any dark set riser, or else I might just take money out and say okay, buy it, right? Because I still haven't get one yet. But that's another story again. And then we just go in and get seated. It's just basically the same area, and we just wait for things to start. Which he just kind of, when everyone is seated and like getting the MC to start talking and such, he just went in suddenly, which is quite a surprise, but it's a good surprise. And then he gets seated, and then we just start, which happens as a very common flow for any fan meeting, which there's a lot of question Q&A sessions. So he get asked, of course, about like acting as juggler. Does he want to also act into like a good guy, and like any interesting episodes and stuff, which is very common questions. And we also get into our sessions, for example, where he asked some of the questions which related to things that he acts, for example, things in Ultraman Z, Ultraman Orb, or even like a Helos, something like that. So there's a lot of question asked, right? And also there's a transformation contest where you can choose to transform using the dark ring, or you can transform using the dark sea riser, because both of them he used it to transform into something. So he did it one of each, and then picked some people, let them do it, and pick the like best performing ones that he thought, right? And then he also did put in a like a Ultraman card contest, which we have a lot of fusion cards where we have a group of Ultramans, we have a group of Kaijus, where Jugglus Juggler is also an Ultraman. Belial is arranged as the, because they are bad guys, so like arranged to the Kaiju side, and then just compete. And because he is acting for Jugglus Juggler, and the rule is if you pull Ultraman and someone pull the Kaiju side wins, right? If you draw, you do it again. So that happens to quite a few people, and everyone having fun doing that. And then that's basically how the main event just ended, for him to take rest, and then for people to start getting signed and taking photos, right? So it's a very fun thing, because not only that he talks a lot of interesting stories, but he's also kind of like reacting to any people talking to him, and I think he is quite relaxed. There isn't like a lot of restrictions, at least that's how I see that, on him to like not talk about something, or yeah, like forbidden stuff. I don't quite see that, and I see him actually taking a lot of effort to learn Cantonese, especially on numbers. Uh, so you can keep seeing him trying to use Cantonese or Mandarins to uh, like react to people, like keep saying thank you, uh, using Cantonese to talk about other things. And I did see he work hard on the numbers, because when we're picking people, is basically depending on the numbers, and he tried it to use Cantonese to say in every single numbers that he draws. So you can see he's actually quite hardworking and willing to do that, which is very, very pleasing, right? Um, and then I get my stuff signed. I also take the uh, dark ring for him to take, so I can take the photo. Uh, because I already bought the whole box for him to sign anyway, so I already like take the toy out so he can do it. And for the sign part and photo taking part is actually quite smooth, but he is actually stealing for the whole time. So compare to Kamen Rider Oja, which he stands, so he can do a lot of poses. This time it actually isn't that easy. So I'm not sure the arrangements, but it is what it is, which to me is fine, because I get him to take the toy, and then I just take the card and I do thumbs up, and that's it, right? So let's also talk about the MC part, which also related back to the event itself. Uh, our MC of the day is another Hong Kong local YouTuber focusing on Tokusatsu stuff, mainly on Ultraman, and I think he also talks about some other stuff, which is called Marco's TV, which he used Cantonese in there, which is basically Marco's TV in Cantonese. I just translated it to English so people can know what it is, kind of. So I did watch his videos quite often, also because he did get involved in so many of these events from time to time. So you can always see him interviewing all these guests, because he's also involving. But I think he probably did make some effort as well in money, because every of these actors definitely ask you for money if you want to interview them. It's not definitely not for free, because well, it's business, right? So he did interview a lot of people, and then he did use Japanese to talk to them, and then he also translated them immediately in Cantonese to us. So that's good. But I think he maybe it's because like things in real time, and he is not a trained MC, so that's I can't blame him for that. But like sometimes, because I can also hear the Japanese, I understand it. So not not exactly everything, but at least through all these fan meetings, I can just understand what the guests say without any translation. So I did know something didn't get caught after the guests say it, but it happens. And even for today's fan meetings, I can even heard some wrong translations, which can be better, I would say. It's not there. It's not that they are bad, but I think it can be better. Let's put it that way. And I think he could do a little bit more for this event. Back to this event, that I think the MC can actually do a little bit more to react to the actions that the actors is doing, right? He, for example, when Aoyagi-san came in, then he makes some joke. It's just like, "Oh, you're too fast. I haven't called you yet." This is kind of a good interactions, right? And because the guest is so relaxing and it's so easygoing, so there's a lot of things that you can actually have fun with him, right? And because you are not exactly laughing at him, so it's not like you are playing him. It's not like that, but you are trying to make the whole experience a lot more enjoyable and fun. For example, when Aoyagi-san is actually uh, grabbing a ball capsule which contains the number uh, of a ping pong ball that has numbers written on it. I can't exactly remember. Just a ball shaped thing with numbers to decide who can actually go out to interact with him, right? No matter it's for the card battle or anything, whatever. Then he put Aoyagi-san put his hand inside the box, and then he just like oh, he tried to act. It's very hard to take his hand out, and if you are a Japanese MC, you would definitely grab that moment and just telling him like, wait, it's not that easy to, it's quite easy to pull your hands out, right? That's kind of a interesting thing because he's like acting is hard, but which is not, which is a point for you to go in and make things funny, but he didn't. Yes, he didn't say anything, and just like let him do it, and then he just put out, and then he did it quite a few times, which to me I think is a kind of missed opportunity. Maybe just because I did watch a lot of like Japanese YouTubers or like the Japanese comedians that always go onto TV, like actually doing TV shows, because in Japanese there's like in their comedy they have separate a thing called bokeh and then one thing called tsukomi, which bokeh is just like you throw the balls out, you throw things out, which for example for this thing is Aoyagi-san trying to do an action where he couldn't take his hand out. That's a signal. And there's always a tsukomi, which is like when they see when someone throws the ball out, they need to catch it and react. Where is the part where I'm going to say, like you should say, oh, is it really that hard to pull out? What's going on? You at least ask him what's going on, then maybe he will throw another thing out, and then you can start more conversations, right? So I think that is the part where I could see a kind of missed opportunity from there, uh, especially when the guest is so easygoing. If you are facing a guest that probably very protected by managers, when they need to do funny things, they might need to actually look at their managers if it is possible to do. Then I think it might not be a good time to do it. But if the guest is quite easygoing, I think you should go in and try to make these kind of jokes, because all these kind of jokes not only make the whole experience more comfortable, more funny, more happier, but you're also making the guest remembers you, right? It's just like, okay, this guy can catch the balls that I throw in and react, so he will be a very good partners if I'm going to do other events again, right? So if it's for me, I probably will just like go in and do that, right? But I can't exactly tell because I'm not exactly on that spot, which I really hope I have a chance to. But of course, I myself is not definitely not a trained MC, so I can only like, okay, I sit right there and relax, and when I see these kind of things, I just caught them, which I think can be some good experience. That if you know that this kind of things is happening and the actors that you're interviewing is actually quite easygoing, try to go for it. Or if you are kind of afraid, you can even talk to them because if you are already with them for a few days, you can just, okay, we're going to do this together on the stage, then do you allow me to sometimes just making some jokes? You can just tell them ahead, because a lot of Japanese are actually quite easygoing, and I think if you let them know beforehand, it's not offensive. And I do trust all the people who doing MCs in Hong Kong for this kind of events know what is okay to make fun of, what is not, right? For example, for him, if you are making some jokes about Jugglus Juggler, like when he make his mouth sound of or doing the music thing, and then it's just like, wait, are you trying to be him, something like that? We can just make this kind of jokes because he already doing it, right? So it's something that you can just jump in and do, and I don't think he will hate you, because if he is going to hate you, he won't even start doing those things, right? Just some of my personal thought, but overall I think it's a very good experience. And even when I first taking a group photo, I actually need to move to the back because of the camera angle couldn't cover the place where I seated. And when I just walked through and he saw me with a kaiju t-shirt, and he even named the kaiju because the kaiju name is on my t-shirt as well, but it's in English. But then he actually knows the kaiju, not exact kaiju, choju, which I'm very surprised. And then when I get my stuff to him to sign, and then he talked about the choju again, which you can see he actually did some homework, because that choju definitely not appear in like Orban said, as far as I remember. So he did his homework, which is I'm very impressed. And because he's also a funny guy, easygoing guy, talks a lot of funny things, so this definitely is a very good experience of mine. And I will keep my Twitter post definitely for a while, even though not like last time with order that he actually took my photo and do it. This time nothing happens, unfortunately, but hopefully there's a chance I can actually see him again, which I will take some time to find what to sign next if he really comes. But he is definitely a Tokusatsu actor that I want to meet, and eventually, if there's a chance, I even like to have a chance to interview him and ask him some questions, right? Or even have a chance to be an MC to actually like work with him together to do some things. But we'll see. If I actually did get myself back down, maybe I'll have a chance. Who knows? But at least one dream come true. I get to meet him. I get to just tell him to come Hong Kong again. Get my card signed. Keep as collections. That's good enough. Yeah. So I think that's it. What I need to talk about this fan meeting. Next, I will be covering X8, which I have signed card right here. So it will be probably my next video, unless I have something to put in between. But it might take me some time to actually do that because I need some time to do this already. So yeah, if you are interested in these, make sure you comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Subscribe for more upcoming Tokusatsu topic videos. Hopefully I can get something going, but at least you can keep hearing my experience on fan meetings. Because after him is X8, and then I have Tanekuchi-san, which is like the Decker and Ultraman, and then the Amazon's Alpha guy. So I will definitely talk about these two experiences as well. Yeah, just like this video, comment anything, subscribe to the channel for more future contents, And I think that's it for today. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you guys in the next video.